Hello, good morning students. How are you today? Okay, I hope you are in good condition. Okay, let's start our lesson today. It's about active and passive voice. Okay, so you must be keep spirit and stay healthy. Ya, kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif. Okay, now look at the pictures. There are two sentences here. He opens the door. The door is opened by him. So the first sentence is active voice, and then the second sentence is passive voice. Okay, how do you know that? Yeah, subject in the beginning, and then for passive voice, the object in active voice becomes the subject, and then the subject in active voice becomes the object in passive voice, and then read it by. It means oleh. Okay, we continue. Before we start our lesson about active and passive voice, you must know about the learning object, ya, the learning object of today. Tujuan pembelajaran. The first one, memahami fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan dalam memberi dan meminta informasi tentang keadaan, tindakan, kegiatan, kejadian tanpa perlu menyebutkan pelakunya dalam teks ilmiah. And then the second one, melengkapi teks tentang suatu produk yang kata kerjanya banyak, yang dihilangkan dengan kata kerja yang makna tepat berbentuk pasif dengan grammar dan ejaan yang benar. And then the third one, menyusun teks interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulis yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait keadaan, tindakan, kegiatan, kejadian tanpa perlu menyebutkan pelakunya dalam teks ilmiah, dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasan yang benar sesuai dengan konteksnya. Okay, we continue about voice. In here, voice means kalimat, ya, not suara, bukan suara. Voice is the quality of a verb which whether the subject acts or is being acted upon. Oke, jadi kalimat itu adalah kata kerjanya di mana dia itu sebagai aksinya, bertindak. Jadi subjeknya di sini yang melakukan pekerjaan. Oke, there are two types of verb, transitive and intransitive. Transitive is a verb which has an object. Jadi dia itu yang memiliki objek. And then intransitive is a verb which doesn't have an object. Oke, so in changes active and passive voice, we need transitive verb. Oke, so I make it underline. Okay, two types the voices, ya. Jadi ada dua jenis kalimat, active and passive voice. Kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif. Okay, we continue. Active voice. The voice is used to indicate the grammar of the verb is performing the action or happening denoted by the verb. Jadi dia ini kata kerjanya melakukan aksi. Yang melakukan aksi itu adalah si subject. Okay, for example, the boy hit the ball. Bola itu, anak laki-laki itu menendang bola. Okay, active voice is appropriate. Active voice adds clarity and places responsibility where it belongs. Jadi dia itu mengklarifikasi tempat, ya. Nah, milik siapa dia. And then active voice can make our writing more vivid. Jadi kalimat aktif ini membuat tulisan kita itu lebih nyata ataupun lebih real. Okay. And then how about passive voice? Bagaimana dengan passive voice? Kalimat pasif. The voice used to indicate that the grammar of the verb is the recipient, penerima, ya, not the sources, bukan sumbernya, yang ditunjukkan melalui kata kerja by, oleh. Okay, the ball was hit by the boy. Jadi bola itu ditendang oleh anak laki-laki itu. Okay, jadi ada kata kerja di. Kalau dia aktif itu me. Okay. Passive voice is appropriate if the action is more important than the agent. Jadi aksinya itu lebih penting daripada si pelaku ataupun agennya. Oke, and then the second one, if the agent is not known. Jadi pelakunya itu tidak diketahui siapa ataupun tidak disebutkan. And then the third one, to connect ideas in different clauses or sentences more clearly. Jadi dia itu menghubungkan kalimat yang berbeda secara lebih jelas lagi. Oke, dengan jelas. Okay, we continue. Sentence structures. Susunan kalimatnya. The constructions of active voice. Jadi, susunan kalimat untuk membentuk kalimat aktif, we need subject or doer plus verb plus object. Jadi dia ini seperti biasa, ya. And then for example, cat eats fish. Jadi kucing makan ikan. Okay. And then if you want to change into passive voice, the subject becomes the object in passive voice. Jadi dia itu subjeknya berubah menjadi objek dalam kalimat pasif. Okay. And then the construction for passive voice, subject plus auxiliary verb or to be, and then plus main verb past participle or verb 3. So we need to be plus verb 3 here. Okay, to be plus verb 3. Example, fish is eaten by cat. So object in active voice becomes subject in passive voice. And then to be is because it is singular, and then verb 3 eaten, and then we need by, oleh, and then cat. Cat, the subject of active voice becomes the object in passive voice. Okay. The second one, subject plus modal verb, auxiliary verb or to be plus main verb, past participle or verb 3. Okay. Example, fish must be eaten by cat. Ikan harus dimakan oleh kucing. Okay. Ini dia, must be plus verb 3 and then followed by. Okay. Good. We continue. And then form of passive voice verb. Jadi dia ini kata kerja dalam bentuk pasif. And then I have told you that we need linking verb or to be in here, ya. Nah, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. So we use them based on the tenses. Jadi berdasarkan tensesnya, ya. Jadi tidak asal digunakan saja. And then the second one, main verb is the form of past participle. Jadi kata kerjanya itu dalam bentuk ketiga, okay, atau past participle. Next, we continue. Nah, in here about the pronouns, kata gantinya. Nah, in active voice we use subjective pronouns. So in passive voice we change subjective pronouns becomes objective pronouns, ya. For example, I, me, we, us, you tetap, he, him, she, her, it, and then they, them. Okay, so you have to memorize that. Kamu harus ingat dan hafal. Okay, let's continue. Time for examples. Contoh, I buy a new bag every year. Saya membeli sebuah tas setiap tahun. Okay, nah, a new bag is to be because the subject is singular, new bag, ya, dia itu singular. And then verb 3, book. By, verb 3 of by is book. Okay, by me. So in here as object, the object of I, objek dari I di sini adalah me. Okay, and then the second one, Budi bought a new bag yesterday. It's about simple past tense, tensesnya. Book, verb 2. A new bag was. We need was because it is singular, right? Yes. And then verb 3, book. Okay. And then must be followed by and then him. Okay. By him. Because the subject is Budi. Subjeknya si Budi, maka objeknya menjadi him. And then the third one, the students have bought a new book since yesterday. Murid-murid itu telah membeli sebuah buku baru sejak kemarin. A new book, object becomes subject. Has. We use has because it is singular. Okay, has been bought, verb 3. Okay, been because it is present perfect tense. By them because the subject is students and then the object becomes them. Okay, good. Okay, I hope you have understood. Kamu paham. And then more examples. Nah, passive voice in English. Nah, it depend on the tenses. Jadi ada tensesnya di sini. Present simple or simple present tense, present continuous, past continuous, past tense, present perfect, past perfect, present future, future be going to, modal and modal perfect. Okay, you learn about this. You can read that. Okay, let's practice. This is as your exercise untuk latihan kamu. Change the sentences below to passive voice, ke kalimat pasif. There are 5 sentences and then you must do on your exercise book. Okay, any questions? Okay, I think that's all for today. If you have some questions, you can ask me by using via WhatsApp or you can ask me in GC. Okay, see you.